Much better marks for Entertainment, and better marks than he did this morning. In fact, it's 8.5 points higher than this morning, and he is top man after two riders have been out as Andy Hawksworth joins us on track. Fifth after that excellent first outing. Good effort on top of qualifying fourth on Friday, but he knew that the others would be trying. Oh, and he's in trouble. He is in trouble. And he's lost it. He is doing his very best to get that back, but it's going to get away from him, and it's going to go down. Andy Hawksworth drops it. Oh dear. Just couldn't get that back together again. Climbs back on. He knows he's lost marks. He knows that that is going to cost him. But at the same time, he's back on and carrying on, so the judges will bear that in mind. Calls for another machine and goes straight back out, gets it back up on the rear wheel. Keeps his confidence high and stands it on the front wheel as well. Wheelies, stoppies, the whole thing up on the bars now, and picks it up that easily. But almost you can see Andy Hawksworth saying, well, I've really blown it now with that little trip right here earlier on, and that's going to make the difference between improving from fifth to fourth on the cumulative scores and going right down to the tail end of the field, which you can't help feeling is what's in store for him. Magnus Carlsen currently on 306, Jimmy Fireblade on 293 cumulative scores, and it is the cumulative scores that'll make the difference. Couldn't quite get that to stand up on its nose then, and it's again doesn't light up as quickly and easily as you would like it to. Andrew Hawksworth 155 this morning, 153 this afternoon. Andy as Antonio Ferrayas watches Dave Coates. Mr. Consistency, Dave Coates, very polished routine, very polished entertainer. Just a bit disappointed that he hasn't got the bike he wanted. It was due to be here, it hasn't made it, and he feels that's restricted what he's able to do. Hasn't restricted his ability to light up that rear tyre at all, and obviously the crowd enjoy that. Fourth after leg one. Makes good use of additional riders and passengers in his act, and now gets off the bike. He meant to do that, no doubt about it. Uses the kill switch to good effect. Yes, they like that, don't they, Dave? Yeah, they love it. And they love that big cloud of smoke. Well, the clutch is on its way out anyway, so you might as well give it what's left. Disappears in a cloud of smoke. Dave Coates, perhaps not going to be too disappointed with that. He had 160 this morning, a little bit more this afternoon, 160.5, 320 points. Puts him top of the current leaderboard after four riders, Dave Coates, Andrew Hawksworth, Magnus, and then Jimmy Fireblade in that order. So it's 320 points, which Craig Jones is aiming to beat. He scored 164 this morning. Third place on this morning's time, perhaps the biggest surprise of the day, not because he wasn't good enough, but simply because he is a newcomer to this competition. And going backwards on the tank, happy with that one. Oh, he's run wide, he's on the grass, he's heading for the camera, he is heading for the pits, he's through the bales, he's hit Kevin Carmichael's bike, and down goes organiser Robbie Allen. Very slow speed, but nevertheless a big one for Craig Jones. He didn't straighten it in time, and as the hairpin started to turn, the bike was still going straight on. Once it was on the grass, it was out of control, and there was nothing he could do about it. Craig Jones retires, and that means that he has 164 on the day and goes to the bottom of the leaderboard, as out comes Kevin Carmichael, second this morning after an inspired ride, a very determined performance, which perhaps the judges don't have a score slot for, but they must be aware of it and they're marking it, that he really put his heart into it, and there's no score spot for guts and determination is really what it amounts to. But Kevin Carmichael won the championship last year with that, and he showed it to good advantage this morning. Mick Jack on the back seat is the man living dangerously, very dangerously, as Kevin shows tremendous control, equal to anything that we have seen, it has to be said, from AC Farias, but his routine restricted. Kevin